Hey, financial explorers, welcome back to another episode of Fun with Finance, where we untangle the mysteries of the money game. Today, we're delving into the wealth of wisdom embedded within the pages of The Psychology of Money by the money maestro himself, Morgan Housel. This isn't your run-of-the-mill finance manual. Think of it more as a treasure map, offering you a roller coaster ride of unconventional wisdom that will flip your understanding of wealth, investing, and financial success and failure. Join us on this thrill ride with 5 pit stops. At each pit stop, we'll hit the brakes and contemplate a few ideas from the book that could mess with your concept of wealth, money, and happiness and make you raise an eyebrow or two. Let's dive into the depths of financial enlightenment with an entertaining twist, because learning about money should be as enjoyable as spending it. Let's kick off by looking at the interplay between money and happiness, a relationship that weaves a complex tapestry of emotions and financial dynamics, influencing not only our economic well-being, but also the overall quality of our lives. The Psychology of Money challenges us to redefine our relationship with wealth, suggesting that money is like a superhero tool for creating a life of epic experiences and zero shackles from society. It can give us the freedom to do whatever we want, whenever we want, with whomever we want, and for however long we want. It's like money's way of saying, hey, here's your ticket to freedom, baby. The book screams at us to use our money mojo to buy time and options, claiming that having control over your life is like the ultimate jackpot in the money slot machine. Housel hypes up the idea that having control over time is basically the VIP lounge of wealth and well-being. Without it, you're stuck playing musical chairs with whatever life throws at you. But with control, you can chill, wait for the perfect opportunities, and navigate life's crazy twists like a boss. And the book doesn't hold back on roasting modern capitalism either. It calls out the relentless chase for more stuff, more money, and more FOMO. Housel spills the tea that life loses its flavor without a dash of enough, and that happiness is basically like a math problem. Results minus expectations. Living below your means becomes the cool kid in town, dodging social pressure like Neo dodging bullets. According to Housel, the hardest money skill is stopping the goalpost from doing the cha-cha. In a world where everyone competes in the who can have more stuff Olympics, chasing more can feel like trying to catch a greased pig, impossible and messy. Financial independence gets a makeover, throwing shade at the idea that it means quitting your job to sip coconut water on a beach. Nope, it's more like choosing work you actually like with people who don't drive you nuts, and on a schedule that doesn't make you want to pull your hair out. Housel emphasizes the psychological and emotional aspects tied to financial freedom. Rather than focusing solely on the dollar figures, he delves into the mindset and behaviors contributing to genuine financial independence. For him, it's about balancing financial security and pursuing a fulfilling life. Housel believes that balance is the secret sauce for a kick-butt life and reminds us to go for the moderate savings, moderate free time, a moderate commute, and at least moderate family time. It's like creating the Goldilocks of lifestyles. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Let's dive into investing, where everyone's trying to catch the next wave. In The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel spills the beans that the real winners in the money game aren't the genius-level investors, but the chill ones who embrace consistency, compounding, and endurance. Compounding becomes the superhero, not needing fancy moves, but loving the slow dance of consistent, steady growth. Forget the quest for genius-level brilliance. The real party is in the commitment to solid, continuous returns over time, especially when financial storms decide to crash the party. Housel throws some real talk about compounding, saying it's not about rocket-high returns, but the steady, reliable kind. He's like the cool financial guru who says, hey, you don't need a magic wand, just keep it steady and you'll be the Dumbledore of money. The wisdom isn't just about your investment portfolio, but your whole financial plan. Growth, fueled by compounding, is like a slow-burning romance, needing time to bloom. Destruction, on the other hand, is like a wild party where everything crashes in an instant. The lesson here? Slow and steady wins the race, especially when life throws a financial party. The book reminds us that the real magic happens when you stick to the plan, no matter how bumpy the road gets. Financial success, according to Housel, is about being the wise tortoise, not the flashy hare. So, in the quest for financial glory, remember, consistency is the true superstar, and endurance is the secret sauce that turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. Now let's jump into the maze of dreams, ego, and the crazy dance between income, spending, and savings. The story shifts to the psychology of desire. Housel is like the money wizard saying, hey, redefine your needs and desires and you'll be the Gandalf of your financial destiny. If you care less about what society thinks and more about what you want, the desire for fancy stuff suddenly shrinks, opening the floodgates for more savings. While a fat paycheck is cool, the savings rate is the real superhero in the wealth-building saga. Housel's like, hey, focus on saving like a squirrel hoarding nuts for winter. A high savings rate is the superhero cape shielding you from financial storms. Beyond a certain threshold, spending can transform into a performative act akin to showcasing one's financial prowess at a social gathering. The analogy of flexing financial muscles at a party implies that spending can become a means of signaling success or status to peers, acquaintances, or society at large. Housel says that finding contentment and financial independence involves managing one's budget and cultivating a mindset immune to the external pressures of ostentatious consumption. In the unpredictable business and investing world, the long tail wags the financial dog. Picture it like this. You've got your average, everyday outcomes hanging out in the middle of the bell curve, sipping lattes and behaving predictably. Then you've got the wild outliers at the ends of the curve, the ones that show up fashionably late and dramatically change the entire party. These are the long tails, and they wield a level of influence in finance that's like getting the winning lottery ticket without even buying one. Take Walt Disney, for instance. His early foray into animation wasn't exactly a stroll down easy street. Bankruptcy knocked on his studio door, and his cartoons, though beloved, were hemorrhaging cash. Then, cue the entrance of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the 83-minute animation that turned Disney's luck around faster than you can say bibbidi bobbidi boo. Suddenly, the studio was rolling in cash, debts were paid off, and Disney had a new fancy studio in Burbank. Talk about an 83-minute plot twist. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha himself, echoes this sentiment at the 2013 Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting when he casually mentioned that out of almost 500 stocks he's flirted with, he's made the big bucks with only 10 of them. Rare events with profound impacts can manifest at both positive and negative outcomes. While success takes its sweet time, failure can hit like a ton of bricks. Housel says it's not about avoiding failure altogether, but creating a financial space where setbacks won't wipe you out. It's like building a financial fortress with secret trapdoors for unexpected challenges. The trick when dealing with failure is arranging your financial life so that a bad day at the stock market won't turn you into a broke magician. This is all about creating a financial buffer, a safety net that catches you when you fall and absorbs failures without severe consequences. It's not about dodging failure, but setting up a money trampoline that bounces you back up. In simple, practical terms, Housel advises a general level of preparedness for the unknowns, the long-tail setbacks that will inevitably happen. This involves avoiding margin debt, setting aside funds beyond what's immediately necessary, and acknowledging the role of luck in financial success and failure. Understanding and rocking room for error and a margin of safety in your money moves aren't just smart, they're like having a secret weapon for financial survival and long-term success. Being flexible, expecting surprises, and having the endurance to weather life's craziness can transform your money journey into a blockbuster adventure. The margin of safety, according to Housel, is like the magical ingredient in your financial cauldron. Recognizing the need for room for error and a margin of safety becomes extra crucial when everything's going swimmingly. Housel warns against thinking success makes you invincible and says luck can turn the tide faster than a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Saving up without a clear goal is Housel's ninja move. While everyone saves for stuff like a car or a yacht, saving for the unexpected is like having a superhero cape that shields you from unforeseen villains. Room for error isn't just a safety net, it's a force in finance that keeps you in the game through life's crazy loops. Housel says savings, even if they're earning as much as a rock, can bring you in a crazy return. The flexibility they give you is like having a backstage pass to life's concerts, letting you decide based on what you really want, not what you're financially forced into. This freedom can range from taking a chill job that pays less but makes you happy to waiting for the perfect money moment when everyone else is panicking. Picture this. You sitting there convinced that your financial game is airtight. You're smart, right? Well, think again. In the immortal words of Carl Richards, that financial guru that we all secretly want to be, risk is what's left over after you think you've thought of everything. It's like playing financial chess and the unpredictable moves come out of left field, like a surprise party that you never wanted. Nobody saw 9/11 or COVID-19 coming. So here's the deal. If you're watching an episode of Fun with Finance and only remember one thing, let it be this. Since we can't predict the true risks, throw in a pinch of conservatism and a hefty financial buffer into your life. Go ahead, make it seem a bit excessive, like wearing a raincoat in the desert, because you never know when it might start pouring financial challenges. That's a wrap for today. If this video had you chuckling or maybe just raising an eyebrow, please give that like button a gentle tap, considering subscribing for more oddly amusing money insights, and casually drop your thoughts below. Until next time, keep casually learning, and may your money adventure be filled with just the right amount of surprises, like finding extra fries at the bottom of the bag.